So, let's have a chat about everything and what's going on. So, please excuse my face. I got sunburnt on my shoulders and everything. I got really sunburnt yesterday. We've come out here for a 5-day trip, just because it was in between work and we had a dog sitter and stuff like that. So we've just come out for a few days just to do a very mad, very random, very not spontaneous, because we have been thinking about it for a while, but we have come out to view property here in Italy. We have seen 5 houses, and we did have a couple today, but the areas that they were in, we saw a few in and we weren't we didn't like the area as much, part type of thing. So we've cancelled today's viewings and just decided to have a chill day, let the kids have a play, get jobs done, because we're leaving in the middle of the night, overnight tonight, to go back to the airport because we've got an early flight, and we're about 3 hours away from Rome. Yeah, so we've been viewing properties in central Italy, across the regions of Lazio, Molise, Abruzzo. Yeah, that was it, just those 3 regions. And we have been staying in Abruzzo because this is the area we really, really wanted to buy. Because of all the reading that we've done, research that we've done, everything else, we thought that this was the place because it was the place with the most houses here that we were seeing and stuff like that. But the one that we really like at the minute is in Lazio. So that one is about an hour away from Rome, an hour away from Naples. So it's slap bang in the middle between Naples and Rome, which is perfect. And the community there is really nice. We met lots of people. The agent there is British, so it was so much easier to communicate with her, and they're so knowledgeable about the area, and they know so many people, and they're connected to so many things, and they can connect us legally with a lot of things, a lot of resource and stuff like that. So that's not the reason why we are picking that area, but that is the reason why, because of the house. So the house is really lovely. We met the family who own the house. They didn't speak any English, but we can kind of basically communicate. And obviously we had the agents with us who do speak Italian and English. So we met the family, 3 generations. It's a family home, and it isn't perfect, but we never expected to get anything perfect. It's about the change of lifestyle. It's about the house. It's about the land. It's about the change of pace, change of living, the quality of life, and I can't stop looking. Sorry, I'm not even looking at the camera because I'm just looking around me because it's just so beautiful here. But it's about the lack of quality of life that we have in the UK, and how I do not want the kids growing up with that kind of life and literally working to pay the bills and all of that kind of stuff. I just don't want them to have that. I don't want them to have that life. I don't want to have that life, and for mine to have it for them. So we have got the resource to do it, so why not? Life is very, very, very short. I knew that because I lost my mum when she was 52, and I'm not far off that age now. So yeah, so why not? You know, life's short. Why aren't you going to go and live your life and enjoy yourself? And why stay in one place just because you know it, just because there's people there that you know, or there's family there, and you know, you can't live your life for other people. You've got to live your life for you. So we are looking at this property, very, very interested. We are just talking with the realtor at the minute about fees and negotiations and legalities, and we're dealing with visas and all that kind of stuff, because obviously we're British, and after Brexit we can't legally just go and live in Europe anymore, so we have to do a visa and all that kind of stuff. So that is all, has been and is going on in the background as well. We are having a think about this property that we are thinking a lot about. But it's really nice. It's a big property, it's got lovely land. As I say, it's not pristine, it is not completely done, it's not as much work as what is in our current renovation, We have had our house valued as it is right now because, as you know, we're in a renovation house and we're not finished. So we've had it valued at the current state that it is in, which is not bad, but, and we're happy with that figure. Could we spend money doing it, spend time doing it and get more money? Yes. Is it worth it for us? I don't think so. I don't think so now. I think to spend that money and spend that time is just going to be a waste for us to get a little bit more, because I do not think spending that kind of money that we would need to spend to finish everything into a perfect state would give us that profit from that to earn the most money, basically, so I don't think it's worth it myself. I just think we cut our losses and we'd get done quicker. So that's where we're up to right now, and it is really, really, really nice. I'm really happy with it. There's a butterfly. So yeah, we might be moving to Italy. I'm not saying it's 100% confirmed because we haven't sold our house yet, we haven't bought this new house yet, we haven't got our visas yet, everything is still up in the air, but it is something that we are seriously considering and trying to get to happen. Whether it does or not is a different matter, but we are trying to get it to happen. So I got really burnt yesterday, as you can see, standing on an Italian terrace talking to a French Canadian lady for about 3 hours in the sun at midday, which wasn't great, but I didn't even realise it was that hot until I got in the car, and then I could feel my skin burning, so I was like, I'm great, so I've burnt. The kids were all right, they were like under shelter, so they weren't in the sun, but we were. But I had one of these strappy dresses on, so I just got burnt. Most of the trip has been house hunting. We've not gone out to restaurants and stuff. We've been to a few bars, had coffee, had ice cream, had cake. The kids have had like snacks and stuff like that, and then we've been to the supermarket quite a lot, and we've just ate here in the villa. I've cooked and we've had snacks and things like that here, but we've been going out super early on house viewings because we've been driving 2-3 hours a day to the house viewings because they've been all over central Italy, so we've been driving for hours and hours a day, and then we've been getting back quite late, like after tea time, so we've just called at a supermarket and got something for tea, and I've quickly cooked it rather than going out because the Italians eat quite late, so the restaurants don't even start serving food till like 9-10 o'clock, so rather than taking the kids out really late when we've been up early, we've just ate in the villa. So we've done that, and we've had everything we needed here anyway, so that's been great. But we hopefully will come back in maybe a couple of months, maybe, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks time or something like that. But yeah, we've been all over. We've been over to the coast, the Adriatic, and we've been through the mountains. We've been through Abruzzo Natural Park. We've been everywhere, but we've mainly been driving and viewing houses, and most of the houses, because they're family owned, and most of the families have been at the houses, so obviously I couldn't film the houses or anything like that because it's disrespectful to them, and I wouldn't want to ask permission and all that kind of stuff for the language barrier and stuff like that, and most of them were older generation Italian, so I don't think they quite understand why I was filming and that kind of stuff, so I haven't. So that's what we've been doing, and that's our plans, and this is where we are in this lovely green beautiful, I say warm, I've just shivered because it's cold out here now. So I will, if I can shoot anything tomorrow, any scenery on the way through, because we've got a 3-hour drive back to Rome. Rome is crazy. Oh my God, the cars, they are absolute crazy drivers here, especially around Rome. Rome scared me. Here scared me in Abruzzo because the roads are like hairpins on cliff tops with sheer drops, and everyone drives like absolute crazy. It's like the Grand Prix going around the hairpins. It's absolutely crazy. It scared the crap out of me, and to the point where I even cried at one point because it was terrifying. So yeah, so we've got that journey around Rome tomorrow, which is great because they're all flipping mad drivers. I will never drive here because it is absolutely crazy. So no. So if I could show you any of the journey back tomorrow, any of the scenery through, I think we have to go over to Pescara, which is on the Adriatic coast in Abruzzo. I think we have to drive over to Pescara, and then we get the kind of motorway toll road all the way through then back to Rome. But this has just been a short trip vlog, just like I say, for house hunting. So I'll put in what footage I've got. There isn't loads, but it's a nice little video. So I thought I'd throw it up for you and let you have a look. If you've got any questions, leave them down below about immigrating, buying houses in Italy, coming to Italy, what regions, what places we've seen, anything like that, any realtors you want to get in touch with or anything like that, please let me know. Leave a comment down below and we will update you on all the legalities of everything going along from here, and any more house hunting or anything like that we do, I will try and get, as much footage as I can to see more of our adventures on our move to Italy. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.